Hello and welcome everybody to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft video. I'm paulcheon and today we are Diamond 1. We are very close to getting to Mythic, so hopefully we can hit it in this video. In the last draft, we did have a very clean, smooth 7-0. I didn't actually necessarily expect to go 7-0, but we had a really sweet double Kishless Skimmer, full-on harmonized value deck with 4-channel Dragonfires. Highly recommend taking a look at that one. But let's hop into this one and hit Mythic to continue our climb. All right, now before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Let's say you want to pre-order some booster boxes of Final Fantasy, or you wanted to buy some singles to round out your constructed decks. TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Also, check out heavyplay.com for all your Match the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, you need playmats, you need sleeves, you need dice boxes, you need all that good stuff to make sure you're fully ready to go for your next tabletop event. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Match the Gathering convention, so if you ever find their booth, tell them Paul sent you and you'll get 10% off in person as well. Alrighty, here we go. Zergo. You know, Zergo is cool, but the funny thing is, I actually think a card like Fortress Kingguard is generally going to be better if you want to be Mardu aggro, just because, generally speaking, you want to be 2-color, like red-white aggro, or even black-white with a light splash. So, in general, I think a card like Fortress Kingguard is better. But at Uncommon, we're also looking at Mardu Monument and Riverwheel Sweep as potential options here as well. Maybe I'll take the Riverwheel Sweep. Just trying something a little bit different. You know, I've drafted the Boros deck a bunch. Mardu Monument also kind of puts you in that direction. And Riverwheel Sweep is a pretty sweet card. As long as you share 2 of the colors, it does a good amount of work. So maybe if we end up with some kind of Jeskai Tempo deck or whatever, this can still be good. Also, I found that this card's also fine in Boros. But obviously, if I want it to be Boros, I don't know. Like, the Fortress Kingguard's probably better there. But anyways, let's take the sweep because it's an uncommon and more exciting. Here at uncommon, well, at common, there's a Saga Wildling, but I'm going to take Twin Maw Stormbrood. Fantastic card to follow up the Riverwheel Sweep. This is certainly a card that you can play in both your aggro decks and your control decks. Host of the Hereafter is really interesting if you're wanting to do the Golgari Counters deck, which I think is more of a niche strategy. I don't go into a draft looking to be this archetype, but if it's clear that it's very open, picks 5, 6, or 7, and I have some green and black cards, I can take it. Sultai Monument is also really great, along with Fleeting Effigy if you're, you know, looking to be more aggressive. But for us, pretty easy Twin Maw Stormbrood, and let's move on. All right, pack 1, pick 3. Seems like blue is seemingly open. Of course, this is just one pack, but there's Mammoth Bellow, Durgar Island Dragon, Sipsig Appraiser, Dragonstorm Forecaster, Overwhelming Surge, Evolving Wilds, and even New Way Forward. Although I'm not in love with New Way Forward. Like, I'm going to pass this card, and I'm going to have some dude in the comment section going, well, my opponent attacked me with a 7/7, and I drew 7 cards. You are such a noob. You're such a scrub. I stopped watching. Well, guess what? You live your best life. I'm taking Sipsig Appraiser here. Probably the best or second best common in the set. I do think it's a better card on average than something like a Forecaster or the Mammoth Bellow. So let's go ahead and take that and move on. Ooh, Dragonologist. Okay, blue is absolutely open here. This is an incredible card. You know, there are certain decks where I think it's even better than the Sipsig Appraiser, assuming you have like 10 instant sorcery / dragons. I think Dragonologist is fantastic, and you know, we could be Jeskai dragons, we could be 4-color dragons, we'll see, but all I know is I'm probably going to be blue here, given that I got a 4th pick Dragonologist out of this pack. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do here? You know what I mean? Look, clearly, our good friend SL Coetz is in Boros, okay? Clearly they're in Boros, because all we're seeing is blue cards. And you know what? I don't mind. I love blue. Let's take the Roiling Dragonstorm here. The next best card here is like a Sultai Devotee, I guess. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. We're going to just keep taking these blue cards. All right, pack 1, pick 6. I'm not a big fan of the Einok Wayfarer, so let's look at some of the other options here. Dragonclaw Strike can be okay. I don't really love taking Steamer Devotee this early, so I think for me, it's between Focus the Mind and Constrictor Sage. Given that I have a few card draw effects already, I actually think I'm just going to take a Constrictor Sage here, just because I have a Sipsig Appraiser, a Dragonologist, and a Riverwheel Sweep. So let's just take something that's a little more interactive. Even though I don't think the Constrictor Sage is like a super powerful card by any stretch, it's still fine. I'm going to put Twin Maw Stormbrood more as like a spell here. More often, I think you cast this as a spell. That's a late Kero Goldkeeper and a Sagu Pummeler. But given... those cards are fine, but I don't know that I want green to necessarily be my base right now. So let's take the Swiftwater Cliffs, because no matter what, we are blue-red, we might be Jeskai, we don't know. But I think picking up this first Swiftwater Cliffs is very, very nice for this deck. Ooh, a second Riverwheel Sweep. Sagu Pummeler as well. So it does seem like the Teamer-ish Jeskai. I don't know. I mean, those colors all seem available. There's also Dismal Backwater. I mean, this is just a fantastic pack. But hey, maybe we can just try Jeskai. We'll see. I will take the Riverwheel Sweep here. Like I said, I think this is an excellent card in the right deck. Let's take Ice Ridge Serpent. Now, these two blue cards are very, very similar. Not sure I'm going to play both. We'll see. This pack stinks. I am going to take... Look, I'll just take the Tempest Hawk just for you Tempest Hawk truthers, although this doesn't feel like a Tempest Hawk deck. This deck definitely needs some cheap interaction, though. We do have the Twin Maw Stormbrood here as a 2-mana spell, but you know, this type of deck certainly could use some counter spells. Wow, Dragonstorm Forecaster on the wheel? That gives me so much hope. Because now, if I just take a Globe, boom, we're kind of doing it. We'll be happy about that. Yeah, look, we got a Roiling Dragonstorm, double Riverwheel Sweep, Riverwalk Technique, which is also a really good spell as well. So we're almost mono blue. It's kind of crazy, actually. And we are good on playables here, but like, yeah, it's just, what are the other people taking? I mean, clearly, well, they're not taking aggressive negotiations either, but seems like we're very likely to be able to pick up a bunch of counter spells as well, just given how open blue feels, right? And we're not completely locked in on what our second colors are going to be, but probably Jeskai. So here we have Voice of Victory. Very, very, very good card in like a red-white aggro deck, but this doesn't seem like the type of deck where Voice of Victory is fantastic. I think Jeskai Shrinekeeper makes a ton of sense here. We have a Dragonologist. We want flyers to win the game with. It is just absolutely everything that this type of deck wants. Strike Master and Fleshcrafter can also be solid, but I do really, really like the Jeskai Shrinekeeper here. And let's move on. Pack 2, pick 2. What do we have? Well, there's a Clarion Conqueror, which can be fine. It is another dragon if we do end up in Jeskai. Well, and this pack admittedly is quite bad overall. Now, noting that the Clarion Conqueror is definitely bad with Dragonstorm Forecaster, but what else am I taking here? I think I'll just take the Conqueror in case I do end up in a Jeskai Dragons deck without any Globes. Just has the most upside. And then now we're going to see Globe in this pack for sure. Oh, we didn't. Okay, that's good. This is a really good pack. But yeah, Rally the Monastery is premium removal. Narset is fine. We're pretty far away from casting Lotus Light Dancers. Traveling Botanist is also very good. I also enjoy Salt Road Pack Beast, and the Red White Land is also really good, but Rally the Monastery is a premium removal spell, and I'm very, very happy picking that up for this deck. All right, moving on to Pack 2, Pick 4. Very, very easy Dispelling Exhale. Like I said, really just interested in more 2-mana plays. We have 3 at the moment. So, yeah, very, very happy with picking this up. We have 2 dragons here for counters. Hopefully we can get more. Oh, possibly 3 with the Conqueror. And now we have all the Mardu devotees. There's a Narset's Rebuke, and then there's also a Whirlwing Stormbrood. I actually think I need more interaction, and it's specifically in a Jeskai deck. I had this in a deck where I couldn't cast a lot of 3-mana plays, but this deck just will have no shortage of being able to play things off the Rebuke. So let's go ahead and take that here. And yeah, I am pretty happy just being straight Jeskai, honestly, with this configuration here so far. And this is an interesting pick. I think I actually have a lot of ways of getting card advantage. And I think I'm actually more interested in some interaction. So I wonder if I should take the Exhale here over something like a Pack Beast, because I don't have a million creatures to make this cheaper. So yeah, let's take the Exhale here. I'm feeling a... Oh, wow, Sipsig Appraiser, Pack 2, Pick 7. That's fantastic. I am feeling a nice little Jeskai control deck here. And given what we have so far, these are kind of the maybe pile. Like the cards here on the left, I'm absolutely playing. Definitely just need to maybe aggressively take some more Jeskai lands if possible. With as far as win conditions go, I have these two as the dragons. Would probably want a few extra ways to win the game with as well, but liking my interaction here. 2 Exhales, Twin Maw Stormbrew, double River Wheel Sweep, Rally the Monastery. Yeah, we have a ton of interaction here now. So now, and also, oh my gosh, an 8th pick Sipsig Appraiser. What is happening? I don't need card draw. I don't need card draw. Right? I have triple Appraiser, a Dragonologist, Dragonstorm, double River Wheel Sweep. I'm good. I will not run out of things to do here with my mana with this deck. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's another Constrictor Sage. Admittedly, I think the Constrictor Sage is simply just okay. And Tempest Hawk, What is my second color? It's kind of just like blue with some white and red. Does a leopard do anything for me? Whatever. Probably not. Yeah, I might just play the Clarion Conqueror here. And you know what's weird? What's surprising, rather, is just the fact that I'll take a Lightfoot Technique, because if this was best of 3, I might take another Ice Ridge Serpent, but actually, no, I'm just going to take the Earth Carver. I'm just never playing Lightfoot Technique in this deck. Just like take cards where if I get enough fixing, although this is definitely a draft where people are taking lands pretty highly. Although I did get a Blossoming Sands there. So we just need to be mindful of that while we're picking cards. That is an Eshki Dragonclaw, which is a very, very good card, but I think I'm going to be responsible. My mana fixing is simply just not good enough here. So I don't know that I should be looking to do the Eshki thing here. But at the same time, what else do I take? There's Equilibrium Adept. I'm going to take the Globe. I'm just going to be responsible. I just feel like because of how bad my mana fixing is, I want to lean on Forecaster plus Globe here. I'm not 100% sure that that's correct, but I want to do it. Here we have Swiftwater Cliffs as a really good mana fixer. I don't need more removal. Narset is just fine, but I think the Kishla Trawlers can be quite nice here. We have a good number of creatures and a good number of spells to get back too. Actually, I'm going to have some fun. All right, I'm going to have some fun. That one, I will say, that one was a fun pick. Kishla Trawlers is good. I have triple Appraiser. I just took the fun pick. Let's take the Evolving Wilds here. Channel Dragonfire is certainly good. Not really needing Bloodfell Caves. Yeah, the first Dragonfire is always nice as an interactive spell, so I'll take that here. Just give us something against the aggro decks. I guess I won't play the Conqueror. I mean, I could play both. Caustic Exhale. Wow, that's a late Caustic Exhale. That's also a super late Disruptive Stormbrew. That's wild. I don't know that my mana is good enough to support that, though. I think I'm just going to take... look, it's just a dragon, okay? I am just taking this. It's a flash dragon. I can play at instant speed, and it just gives me just another win condition. Same thing with the Runescale Stormbrood. It's another dragon here. There's an Areni's rebuff too, but I think I have enough interaction. And let's just stick with these colors here. All right, well, there's a Kishla Trawlers. All right. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I could have had an Eshki, but I think I feel a little bit better about just having a Globe in this type of deck. Just win with the dragons and take the dragons to make the Roiling Dragonstorm better. I did have a green land. I know Eshki is really good, okay? I know Eshki is really good. Here we have Temur Devotee versus Jeskai Devotee. I think I like the Jeskai Devotee better. I think I'm going to be a blue-red base splashing white, and this just gives me all the colors and it can attack. But that would have also helped me play the Eshki. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Eshki was the pick. I also took Narset for fun. Look, we are now, what, 45 drafts in or something like that? Like, the Trawlers could have been a slightly better option, but I don't know. Like, I felt like taking Narset. Here we have Humbling Elder versus Constrictor Sage number 3. I mean, I'm not really playing both. Or I'm not really a Humbling Elder believer. So I'm probably just not going to play it. Ooh, definitely playing the Shrine Keeper. All right, and then we have room for like another 5-mana play. The question is, do I play the Forecaster with just a Globe? The answer is probably no. The thing is, the Globe is just a good card. Like, you don't need the other card, right? Like, I just don't know that you play the Forecaster with just one Dragonstorm Globe in your deck. Unless I have a way to loot it away. So I just don't think I'm going to play it. Alright, so what's our creature count? 11. Rally the Monastery is technically a creature too. But I think I can just play a couple of these expensive cards and I'm good. There's also the Clarion Conqueror. I'm still just gonna play it. It's a dragon. I think the fact that it's like, I know it's not a combo with a dragon. What's funny is I still get the +1/+1 counters. I know it's not like a combo with it, but it's still just a dragon. And I think that alone just gives me a good consistent way to win the game with. Now I have access to 5 flyers, and I do have the 2 exhales as well. So let's just play that, and then let's just play one of these 5-mana cards, I guess. Or do I take the Forecaster? Which makes my Conqueror even worse. Nah, I don't think I'm playing the Forecaster. I'll just play like an expensive card. Let's play the Sage. I think they're pretty close. Alright, let's figure out our mana situation here. The Sage is nice with triple Sipsig Appraiser. Sometimes you can put it in the yard and renew, which I don't mind. I have the Greenland, but with the Stormbrood, I almost never use Dynamic Soar anyway, so I don't think I'm going to play the Blossoming Sands here. Then as far as colors go, we are wow, we're actually pretty even across the board here. But definitely don't need this many white. Definitely want more blue. At least 7 islands here makes sense. And this gives me 6 white, 6 red, 5 white. How many white cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to cut 1 more white and play 1 more red. Mostly because we have Jeskai Devotee as a 2-drop and Channel Dragonfire, which requires double red. And also the Devotee helps with the other colors. So this gives us 4 white sources plus Devotee plus the Globe. And we don't need too many of our white cards early. And I just think I want to have more red available early instead. So let's do something like this and move on. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all this content and would like to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate all your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to up your Limited game and join an awesome community of folks looking to get better at Limited just like yourself. All right, opponent on the play here. We drew all of our colors, which is always great. And we have a Channel Dragonfire, which is fantastic. I'm going to lead with the Mountain because if I draw a tap land, then I can still go Channel Dragonfire on turn 2 and use the tap land. But they didn't have anything, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this. Let's pass. They can't have anything here. They full controlled or something, but... Sipsig Appraiser. Okay, they have a Tursa Light Shatter. That's certainly good. That's extremely good. I mean, it just... Wow, they discarded nothing? Oh my. I'm just going to play this as a 3/4, to be honest. I would not like to discard my hand. I mean, if they kill the Narset, they're using a really good removal spell to do so. Alright, Meticulous Artisan. Okay. I mean, these are annoying creatures, I will say. I could play Clarion Conqueror. It makes it so they can't use the treasure. Or I can use Riverwheel Sweep on the Artisan. I'm at 17. Alright, what do I want? Oh, I definitely want the Globe. I definitely want the Globe just because it combos so well with my Clarion Conqueror. But yeah, just doing this as a means of just not getting run over. Just not getting run over. I mean, I could go Globe into Clarion Conqueror, right? That gives me a 4/4 flyer. Kintree Severance, okay. We'll take 3. I don't hate it, honestly. It also makes them not able to use their treasure. And I have plenty of mana. And I can block the Tersa Light Shatter. Alright. Let's play Sipsig. Let's take the Shrine Keeper. And let's play Island. All right. Kintree Severance is a very odd card in this deck. Let's block. All right. Dragonstorm Globe unlocked. Ooh, Runescale Stormbrood as well. Okay. Let's draw a card. And, ooh, Dispelling Exhale, also not bad. Now, we will take some damage here, absolutely. We're going to take at least 5 damage, but hopefully... Okay, that doesn't do much. Right now, at least. I will take this damage. Alright, I'm at 9. Constrictor Sage is a fantastic draw. Alright, let's see what we find here. Jeskai Devotee. Let's finish this off. Wow. That's really annoying. I did not expect that on the splash. Okay. They're probably going to make a 4/4 here is my guess. That seems wrong. Let's play the land. I'm going to play Constrictor Sage. Let's tap this. And let's pass. I am at 10 life, so I gotta be careful here. Okay, nothing from them. That is fantastic. Alright, let us just attack in the air now. See what we find. Dragonologist. Okay. Let's kill that. Let's play this. And pass. Okay, well, we have a Dispelling Exhale, but they have access to a lot of mana, so this is probably not going to work. Okay, I don't think that's how this works. Is that how that works? I feel like you got to play the Storm spell after. Yep. Okay. So they don't have a good attack. I don't know which one of these I want to play. I guess I'll play... I don't know, Dragonologist? See what we find. A spell. River Wheel Sweep is fantastic. Okay, let's play that, I guess. Let's tap this down. Osseous Exhale. Okay. So now I can just attack with the dragons and then Osseous Exhale something. Yep. Okay. Alright. Alright. Didn't think I was going to play the Jeskai Mirror, but everything played out very, very smoothly. Never actually ran out of things to do. And you get to see the power of the River Wheel Sweep. Just lock stuff down forever. Find a nice card to play. Big fan of the card. Well, Magic's going to be a lot easier if I continue to have mana draws like this. Island, Mountain, Plains in the opener. Good stuff. Channel Dragonfire too, so plenty of things to do early. Turn 1 Scoured Barrens from the opponent, so Mardu or Abzan, we'll see. Or just all the colors. Looks like Abzan. Formation Breaker. Okay. I always feel like they're going to do something crazy with this thing. You know what I mean? Like knockout maneuver or something, but what can I do? I'm going to just play the Appraiser for now. I kind of want to just hit land drops. Like, yeah, Sipsig Appraiser is great here, but I think it's just more important to curve out. See what I mean? Like, they always have something crazy with the, it's like it's always turn 2 Formation Breaker, turn 3 crazy. We are gonna lock you down, sir. Oh man, finding these globes off of this thing has been so nice. I mean, it does lock it down forever. What the heck? Okay. Well, I am 100% playing the globe. But then what? Probably just passing. And then just counter something here. Okay, that's good. I think I personally would have led with the negotiations first. I mean, maybe it's close. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it's close. Tap that down. Hit for 2. I guess this is where Ice Ridge Serpent would have been better, right? Wow, that is impressive. All right, well, I mean, they have some really cool counter synergies going on here. All right, got a bit of a racing situation here. All right. The way I look at it is if my Conqueror dies, like, my globe is unlocked, right? And if it doesn't, we get them to a really low life total where Channel Dragonfire can close them out. And Kishla Trawlers into Rally the Monastery is a really nice combination. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Okay. They are leaving a lot of mana available. which means I want to just attack with this. Giving myself the opportunity to, like, play a counterspell here. Like, I really dislike this line as well, but it's fine. It's working out for us, obviously. What do I want to do here now, though? It's like I have Kishla Trawlers. I get to exile Devotee. Is it Riverwheel Sweep or Rally the Monastery? I kind of like Riverwheel Sweep, honestly. It just gives like tapping this down for 3 turns seems extremely good. So why don't we do that? It's not like they have Snakeskin Veil mana up here anyways. Purging Stormbrood? What? Okay, good beats, I guess. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we'll taste that. All right. Let's play this and pass. I mean, they're not really in a position to attack with Traveling Botanist here, so... Oh, but Traveling Botanist plus Dragonbrood's Relic is awesome. Okay, fair enough. They kept on top. Could be another fight spell of some kind. But keep in mind, I have Constrictor Sage. Like, what can they do here? Just get all the different colors. Yeah, they're dead. All right. I mean, they actually had a nice competitive Golgari deck. But guess what? Doesn't matter. We are now officially Mythic. It took a while. Like I said, I've been super busy with all the house stuff. So I haven't really been able to jam like a million matches. So, you know, still getting to Mythic in a couple of weeks is still fine for me. So... happy with that. Rank 150, but now the true climb begins. The true climb begins. Man, Riverwheel Sweep is nice. All right, well, our opener has all 3 colors again, but we are on the draw and we don't have anything to do on turn 2. So if our opponent is on some kind of aggro deck, definitely... could be a hand where we're in trouble. Okay, Temur Devotee is exactly the creature I want to see. Just because it can attack. I'm not going to roast it. Or Charring Bite it or whatever. Veteran Ice Climber. Okay. Now what? Ooh. That is interesting. The question is, do I want to just play like a 3/3 flyer here? And it shuts off the Temur Devotee? Like, I have plenty of action anyways. I think I do. Like, not giving them access to red mana plus having a flyer is good. And, like, I can still play this. I have the Appraiser. I have the Shrinekeeper. I just have so many different ways to get value. They targeted me. Okay, that's interesting because I could easily have, like, renew effects. So, that is a decision. Don't really care for killing the Veteran Ice Climber. And if that's the case, do I play Sipsig Appraiser or Roiling Dragonstorm? Maybe it's still the Dragonstorm because I can find a 2-mana interactive spell. I should have played a land. Okay. Oh, there it is. There is the 2-mana interactive spell. What do I discard? Probably Constrictor Sage. I feel like all my other cards are better. Could also discard Sipsig Appraiser, honestly. Okay. Now, well, this is going to be great here. Now we get to go Shrinekeeper. Bounce the Dragonstorm. Get in for 6 in the air. Draw a card. Ooh, drew the Dispelling Exhale. Okay, encroaching Dragonstorm. We got a game here, friends. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm a little bit short. All right, we drew a land. What do I want to do? I want to land. Okay, well, that's many lands. And of course, I'm going to keep up the Dispelling Exhale here. So they have access to 6 mana, but I think this well-timed counterspell should be good. Dragging back Assault? Absolutely not. And good game. Good attempt. Very powerful magic card. But we had the counterspell. That's why counterspells are good. That's why I take them so highly. All right, already in the double digits. That's always good to see. By the way, I have no idea how the ELO system works. Like, before you hit Mythic, does it also track your ranking? So, like, if you get to Mythic quickly, is your Mythic ranking higher when you hit Mythic right away? I have no idea. Are there any ELO scientists out there who might enlighten me? All right, opponents on the play. I'm going to keep this. I have a lot of really powerful cards. I have 2 lands on the draw, and I have the Sipsig Appraiser, so hopefully that gets me there. 2-lander on the draw with an Appraiser should be a keep for the most part. Granted, I don't have anything to do on 2, so maybe that takes away from it. And especially after they went turn 2 Fortress Kinguard. So, certainly possible that I get outvalued here somehow, some way. Oh gosh, okay. All right, let's get a red source here, shall we? Osseous Exhale would also be good, but I think the Mountain's better. Having the Mountain lets me go like Channel Dragonfire plus. Okay. Now what? I don't want to kill anything because they have the Furious Forebear. I want to bait a counter if possible, maybe? Kishla Trawlers is also an excellent blocker on this board. So yeah, why don't we just run it out? Like, there's a good chance they have a counterspell here, but it's fine. Let's exile this. Get back the Exhale. And I'm not going to use Channel Dragonfire here. It's like, would you like to upgrade the Fortress Kinguard into Furious Forebear? The answer is no. Riverwalk Technique, I do not want to draw the Trawlers anymore. I would rather just keep drawing lands, etc. But that is, I mean, it's a play. It's not particularly strong, though. Wow, 2 Prowess tokens. Okay. They have 2 cards in hand. Well, how good is killing this? 2, 4, 5, whatever. Let's just... It can't be too bad. All right. Like, obviously, I do want to kill these Prowess creatures. Rennie's rebuff, okay. Does this trigger off of any creature? Yep, okay. And they have a Rennie's rebuff? Okay, okay. This is really interesting now. All right, I'm just going to try to stay alive here. So let's try this. If they spend the full 6 mana, they can't use the Furious Forebear. Maybe they're going to tap something down. But by making these tokens and developing my mana, I think that's really good. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, so let's go Exhale here. Do that. Okay. Kill this. All right, we're at 8. They can't get it back. And then let's go kill this while I can. Okay, they can't get it back. Play the Shrine Keeper. Attack. All right. All right. We're looking good. We're looking good now. Another land here would be cool. Don't need it, though. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. All kinds of dragons. River Wheel Sweep. All kinds of value. All right. Jeskai Control getting it done. Slightly different deck, right? We kind of took the River Wheel Sweep as a nice value card. Didn't really see a lot of the good green stuff for the most part. And we just settled in here. It was reasonably open, given how late we saw. I mean, blue was super open. 8th pick Sipsig Appraiser at this phase in the format is criminal. Alrighty. Opponent on the play. This one's weird, but I have a lot of blue sources. I have white mana, red mana, an Osseous Exhale, and a Clarion Conqueror. So I think I'm going to keep this, noting that I really want to find a blue source, but we have 9. Okay, well, we drew it right away, so now all my explanations are whatever. Anyways. We found a blue source! We're great! Our turn 1 Mystic Monastery, though, so we got ourselves a nice little Jeskai mirror here, potentially. Oh. Easiest counter of my life. Alright. And Sipsig Appraiser versus Clarion Conqueror. Hey, on this type of board, I'd rather just run this out and kind of have a threat in play that demands an answer. Okay, now I'll play the Appraiser. Wait on the Narset for now. Let's take Riverwalk Technique into Swiftwater. What, they didn't have a single play here? That's pretty surprising. Really? You have 3 colors of mana? Wow. Okay. I mean, look, I get it. I get it. I've been there before. You miss 2 land drops in a row and you can't play anything. You just don't want to play anymore. I get it. Let's move on. I'm okay with it, though. We're 5-0. Are we gonna... Hey, wait, no. I'm not gonna jinx myself. We are having an excellent run. Let us keep it going. That is all I will say. All right, opponent on... See, you know, I had to open my mouth. I had to open my mouth. I was like, oh, we're running well. We're running well, and now we have to make our very first mulligan. This is a hand of good magic cards. If this was a Mystic Monastery, I snap keep. All right, all right, all right. I keep this. What do I bottom? Man, my hand is so good. Like, if I play against an aggro deck, I kind of want the Dragonfire, don't I? Is it the Globe? I have all my colors. I actually think it is. It's really weird, though. It's just like I have all my colors, right? So it's like, if I play against an aggro deck and they go like Mardu Devotee into Bearer of Glory or something, like now obviously I wish that the Channel Dragonfire was not in my hand, right? Given that they led with these lands, but I don't know. I just felt like it was a good hedge. Right. I'll just play the Appraiser over the Dragonstorm for now. Let's take the Riverwalk Technique. Nothing out of the opponent. Interesting. Let us play a land. Oh, Durgar Island Dragon. Okay, we will let that resolve. And I will play this. And we will discard Channel Dragonfire. I just feel like I'd rather have more lands, to be honest. Okay, Kishla Trawlers. I have the Riverwalk Technique, so I think attacking is fairly safe. They have 70 trillion mana, though. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I just keep up Riverwalk Technique. I mean, if they counter the Stormbrood, it's not too bad, though, right? I guess I'll just play it. Alright, let's play Evolving Wilds. And I guess we get a second mountain here because of the Channel Dragonfire. Alright, they can play Karakik Guardian here. Or Feral Death Gorger. That is the other option. Oh, they get to exile my Channel Dragonfire. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually kind of annoying. It makes my Trawlers a lot worse. Narset's Rebuke? Well, that's just the most incredible thing I've ever seen. The question is that better than just, like, drawing more cards? And I guess it's a pretty clean answer to this right now. And it gets in for a lot. Alright, let's discard Island, I guess. Play Plains and attack. Alright. And now, like, they're at 11. I have the Globe I can play. Like, that was their best. Okay. Does Narset's Rebuke hit Planeswalkers? No. Well, you know, things were looking good until they played the best card in the set. Oh, wait. Wait. I actually drew Clarion Conqueror. That's kind of ridiculous. If they kill it, it's pretty bad for me. But whatever. Not much I can do. And I will continue attacking it in case they can kill it.
Cease this tantrum.
Well, there are a number of rares in this format that exist that can completely swing matches, and you just have to mentally know that you've also been on the giving end of that a lot, right? And as long as you mentally prepare yourself for that, it helps prevent you from getting too tilted. I mean, am I tilted? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely I'm tilted, but just gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta roll with the punches here if you can. Twin Maw Stormbrood, let's go Riverwheel Sweep. Okay. Yeah, no messing around here. And I'm going to keep up Riverwalk technique here as well. At this point. I got to get that Ugin off the battlefield. Even though they can't activate it. Piercing Exhale. The question is, do I want to counter this or bounce the Feral Death Gorger? Because this is locked down for 2 more turns. I'll just counter it. Also, this plays around Snakeskin Veil. Oh. Damn it. Karakik Guardian is kind of annoying. God, they removed my Channel Dragonfire. Alright, let's play Roiling Dragonstorm. Okay. Okay, so hold on. I don't know where to stop this, but let's go. Okay, and then let's kill this. Sure. Okay. So now we can get a spell back. So let's play the Trawlers. Exile this. Let's get back Riverwheel Sweep. If they play Procession on Ugin, I'm just... If they play Procession on Ugin, I'm sad. That's all I'm going to say. We have 14 cards left. We have a Roiling Dragonstorm, 2 dragons to play, so certainly lots of value to be gotten here. Roamer's Routine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Interesting. They have to have something better here, right? Oh, it must be a white card in their hand? Jeskai Revelation, maybe? Karu Goldkeeper is the play here. So I have the ability to go Whirlwind Stormbrood and then also cast Riverwheel Sweep, which is what I'm interested in doing. Let's see what they have with the 2 cards in their hand, though. Okay, that's pretty weak. Okay. I don't think they want to hit me, though. That's the thing. Like, they're just... Okay. Right? Yeah. Like, attacking me just doesn't seem like it does very much. Okay. Extremely aggressive attack. We hit Sipsig Appraiser. Certainly going to fire that off. We have 10 cards left, though, so I have to be mindful of that. Wow. Narset or Riverwheel Sweep? I don't think I need Narset, so let's take the Riverwheel Sweep. Let us attack. Now what? 8 cards left. Man, this Stormbrood just does not do a good job of locking things down. But they're at 2, I'm at 19. Mardu Monument, okay. They're at 2 life. I guess they're going to keep these blockers back. I don't think they're going to attack me. And given that I have so many cards here, like, they're not going to attack me with that either. So let's go just play out this flyer. Gain a bunch of life. Let's play Riverwheel Sweep. Target this. All right. All right. We beat a Nugan. We beat a Nugan. They had some filler cards, though. They had some filler cards. And we have gone from Diamond 1 to rank 41 in one draft. What a run. All right, let's keep this going. Going for the trophy now. 6-0. Alrighty. Here we go. Playing for a trophy. We are on the draw. A bit of a slow hand, but hoping that this Roiling Dragonstorm helps us find a 3-drop. Oh, we are playing against somebody who led with a plane, so I am very, very concerned. Okay, this is our first Mardu opponent. On the draw with this kind of hand, not ideal, but like I said... Turn 2 Corey Steelcutter, huh? Okay. Well, if they go double spell next turn, we're probably just straight up dead. Okay, okay. They at least didn't have something there. Let's play the Appraiser. We drew Evolving Wilds for a white source, but I'm much more interested in playing something to the board. There's a Jeskai Shrinekeeper, which is going to be kind of tricky to play. Admittedly. Shock Brigade. Okay. I mean, this is just my worst nightmare. That's what this is. But, you know, there's not too much I can do. It's just like... we're going to lose these games. You know what I mean? Like, if your opponents go Corey Steelcutter into all of these, you're going to have an issue. 2 cards in hand. I'm at 18. Holy cow. All right, so I'm gonna the plan here is to go Riverwalk Technique something. I'm just trying to slow them down here. Riverwalk Technique into Narset's Rebuke into Sipsig Appraiser. That is at least the hope. I'm trying to deal with, get the Shock Brigades out of here. See what they do. Oh, they put it on top. Okay. Because I could technically block the Forebears. The Forebear, rather. Is this a Duty Beyond Death or something? Oh, okay. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, what can you do, right? Right, Channel Dragonfire is okay. But the thing is, they also didn't play a land. So you know they have 3 spells in hand. So just, yeah, we have such a minuscule chance of winning this game. Of course, I'm going to keep playing, but yeah. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Hey, look. We were bound to play against a really good Boros deck, and that was about as good of a draw as you can imagine. Outside of them having a 1-drop, like, they got to make 2 counters with Corey Steelcutter, and we just didn't have the answers, so. Totally fine losing to that. I was really hoping, now that we've lost, I was really hoping for back-to-back 7-0s. But I will accept the trophy if we can get there in this next one. All right, on the play here, great. I will keep this. We have a really solid hand here. Islands and Mountains. Turn 2, Roiling Dragonstorm or Jeskai Devotee. I mean, just a lot of good options. Mardu Devotee. Okay, so that obviously changes my turn 2 play. I was going to consider playing the Roiling Dragonstorm, but given that they went turn 1 Devotee, I will just go my own Devotee, so I can block. Devoted Duelist, okay. Yeah, I mean, against Boros, like, the game plan here is pretty simple. Just stay alive. Let's try to find a land here off the Appraiser. Yep, I'm taking the Evolving Wilds. Shrinekeeper is one of the best dragons in my deck, but I have a bunch of dragons already. It's just... Quarry Mountain Stalwart. Okay, Dragonstorm Globe is interesting. I'm going to just play that, actually. And play the Wilds, and let's go get the Plains. So I will be taking some damage here. They had a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop into a Shocking Sharpshooter. Okay. We just drew Riverwheel Sweep, which is certainly very, very interesting here. A lot of good options. Not sure which one I want to take. Let's lead with Roiling Dragonstorm here. See what we find. Sipsig Appraiser and a land. Appraiser's pretty bad here, and I think I want to keep hitting my land drops. So at this point, I will bin the Appraiser and... yeah, let's just play Runescale Stormbrood here. Lets me get the Dragonstorm back. 5 toughness is really, really big. It's, you know, it's like, it's resilient to Molten Exile, which is really nice. And if they have a combat trick, I'm okay with that trade as well. Wayspeaker Bodyguard hits me for 1. If they have a land and play the Devotee, that's obviously not ideal. Okay, Devoted Duelist. All right, nothing for them. Okay. This is going to be rough if they double spell next turn and tap down the Runescale Stormbrood. I am just going to pass. See what they do. Holy cow. Okay, so that gets tapped. I take so much damage. This is just insane. Even if I eat this, I go to 11, and I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I go to 3? That's just such a crazy turn. I mean, alternatively, I can just, like, bounce the Quarry Mountain Stalwart and make 2 tokens. That's probably good. And then trade here, take 4. I mean, it's not ideal, but... Alright, we are at 7 life here, friends. Is that where we want to be? Absolutely not. Is it our only option? Sure seems that way. Discard an island. Play plains and pass. If they have a 1-drop, I guess it's really bad. Oh, they have a 1-drop? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, that's gross. I mean, we are just getting Boros the heck out. Just, like, not enough removal, I guess. Man, this is brutal. I mean, here's the problem, like, oh, I have to block here, but, like, I need to find something. If I don't, I mean... Were 2 lands ideal? Probably not. Narset is interesting. I guess I'll play that. I'm at 2. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Like, okay. Another very frustrating loss. Like, if your opponents are Boros and they go 4 lands, all spells, with that kind of hand, it's going to be really hard for most decks to beat them. So, another one where you just go, that happens, let's move on, let's try to recover, let's not go 6-0 into 0-3. Certainly possible. Like, I don't think my deck's busted by any means, but those are some pretty rough ways to lose. Just, like, draw, like, 6 lands, 5 lands, I don't know. Goodness, that Mardu Devotee turn was really rough. Dragonfire Blade, okay. We drew the classic Globe plus Conqueror here. We're on the draw. Let's see what kind of start they have here. Right, Golgari counters most likely. Let's go Dragonstorm into... Obviously, we want lands. And what do I want to discard here? I don't think I want Jeskai Devotee, honestly. If they play a creature, I'll use the Twin Maw Stormbrood. Or if I don't draw... well, now that I found the land, that changes things. Feels like a pretty easy globe here. This way, if I draw a land next turn, I can go Narset's Rebuke into Narset. I mean, there's just a lot I can do here, right? Sandskitter, Outrider. Okay, fair enough. So now they hit me for 3 there. And we drew the land, so that is perfect. So yeah, we will do the play that I outlined here. Get us some tempo back. So that is a 2-1. I guess the Conqueror is not bad either, right? It's interesting because it shuts down my globe, but it gives me a 4/4, and they can't move the blade. And I get to bounce the Roiling Dragonstorm. And if they kill it, I don't mind. Let's try it. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Knockout maneuver. Fair enough. 4/4. All right. That is certainly good. 2 swamps. Let's just kill this now. I don't want to deal with this nonsense. I'm just going to play Dragonologist. Try to dig for something. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll take Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Wow. I hit 4 things off Dragonologist. That's kind of crazy. Let's go Dragonstorm. Let's discard the Exhale. I'm going to keep this back for a turn. I feel like I can afford to. Now they just likely don't have a removal spell, and I have the Riverwalk technique. Okay. Yeah, now it's basically over. I'm just keeping up Riverwalk technique at this point. Sultai Devotee. Awaken the Undead. Alright. Alright, and there you go. Woo! Man, if I went 6-0-0-3, that would have been rough. At least we got to finish in double figures. We are 7'd and Boros. We lost to 2 really, really awesome Boros decks. Props to both of them for incredible starts. We probably just didn't have enough cheap removal to deal with everything that they had, right? I felt like, you know, I had stuff for big things. I had some counter spells, but if they just littered the board, like all I had was the Channel Dragonfire and the Osseous Exhale. So it was going to be tough, but I did feel pretty good about my... Oh, I also had this, so it's not too bad. But I did feel pretty good about my 4-color matchup, for example, with the counter spells. We had a ton of ways to draw cards. Roiling Dragonstorm, double Riverwheel Sweep. We had triple Sipsig Appraiser, Kishla Trawlers, Dragonologist, Narset, Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Just like so many of our cards replaced themselves where we just never had to worry about running out of gas. And that is one issue that I have been running into when I draft Jeskai control, just straight Jeskai, is you really need to have a ton of ways to draw cards because it's really, really easy to just run out of gas. So when you just play Jeskai and you're giving up on a lot of the really powerful cards to potentially splash, you need, like, oftentimes when I'm drafting the 5-color decks, I'm like, oh, I need 3 card draw spells. I feel like when I'm Jeskai, I need 5 or 6 card draw spells / Sipsig Appraiser / ways to kind of keep the engine flowing, or else I just run out of stuff to do with my mana. But this deck did not have an issue with that. If anything, I had plenty of things to do, and my biggest weakness was likely my matchup against good aggressive decks, and we played against 2 good aggressive decks, and we lost. But you know what? It's okay. That is another trophy, and it's a trophy with an archetype that we don't go all that often. Or if we do, we don't necessarily have the best win rate, because oftentimes when I draft this, I'll be splashing black for Sonic Shrieker or splashing green for Karakit Guardian. There's usually something worth splashing, but number one, in this draft, I didn't really have access to that much mana fixing, which made it harder for us to splash. Like, if I had really good mana fixing, I would have taken the Eshki in the last pack, but I didn't. So I made the discipline pick. I don't even know what I took, but it went into my deck, and it was a really, really solid addition to my deck, and I'm happy that I made that pick. Probably. But anyways, really, really happy to get another trophy here. Very, very happy that I'm in Mythic and in double digits, and now the trophy streak hopefully can continue. That's back-to-back trophies after a couple of rough runs before that. So if we can keep that trophy train going, maybe we can finish this season well, as of course now everybody is starting to wait for Final Fantasy. All the previews are coming out. Final Fantasy certainly has a place in my heart. When I grew up in middle school, I remember just going to my friend's house and playing Final Fantasy VII till 2 or 3 in the morning. sleeping over at my friend's place and just playing through tonight. It was good time. So really excited for that set to come out. But of course, we still have lots of dragoning to do because that's not going to come out for a few weeks. So let's keep this train going and win more trophies. Go to double digits once again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes of Final Fantasy, or you want some singles for your Standard, Modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to HeavyPlay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff to make sure you're ready for your next live event. Go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.